The 10-minute morning habit that kills procrastination. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a daily battle with yourself, just trying to get started on your fitness goals? You lay out your workout clothes with the best of intentions, telling yourself, okay, tomorrow's the day. But when the alarm goes off, the negotiation begins. Your warm, cozy bed feels like a magnet, and the thought of a workout feels like climbing Mount Everest. You hit snooze, promising you'll do it later. As the day goes on, a quiet, nagging guilt follows you around, whispering about the workout you skipped and the promise you broke to yourself. This isn't just about one missed workout. It's a soul-crushing cycle. You set a goal, get excited, procrastinate, feel guilty, and end up defeated. It's a pattern that eats away at your confidence, leaving you wondering if you just lack the discipline to change. But what if I told you willpower has almost nothing to do with it? What if the problem isn't a flaw in your character, but a flaw in your strategy? What if a simple 10-minute morning habit could completely rewire your brain, making motivation feel automatic and sticking to your fitness plan feel effortless? A habit so small, so non-threatening, that it slips right past your brain's defenses, kills procrastination on sight, and kicks off a chain reaction of success for the rest of your day. Stay with me, because we're about to break that cycle for good. The science of just getting started. To understand why this 10-minute habit is a game changer, we need to talk about two things: your brain's emotional wiring and something scientists call activation energy. At its core, procrastination isn't laziness. It's your brain's attempt to regulate your mood. When you think about a task that feels hard or unpleasant, like a workout when you're tired, your brain's emotional center, the limbic system, flags it as a threat. It steers you toward an easy reward, like the comfort of your bed or the dopamine hit from scrolling on your phone. This makes you feel better for a moment, reinforcing the habit of avoidance. Meanwhile, the rational part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, which knows you should work out for your long-term goals, gets totally overpowered in this emotional tug-of-war. That brings us to activation energy. In chemistry, it's the jolt of energy needed to start a reaction. The same idea applies to what we do. The bigger and more intimidating a task seems, the higher its activation energy. For someone who's out of practice, a 30-minute high-intensity workout has a massive activation energy. Your brain sees that mountain of effort and immediately looks for the nearest exit. The secret isn't to find some superhuman motivation to climb that mountain. The secret is to shrink the mountain until it's a tiny hill. This is where the power of a gateway habit comes in. As James Clear explains in his book, Atomic Habits, the best way to build a habit is to scale it down to a version that takes less than 2 minutes. The goal isn't the final outcome. The goal is just to start. Once you're in motion, staying in motion is infinitely easier. This 10-minute ritual is designed to be the ultimate low-energy habit. It isn't really about the workout itself. It's about starting a process that makes the workout feel like the natural next step. It's about winning the first and most important battle of the day, the one against your own resistance. The 10-minute morning ritual, a step-by-step guide. All right, let's break down exactly how to do this. Remember, the goal here is consistency, not intensity. We want this routine to become so automatic you don't even think about it, just like brushing your teeth. Minutes 1 to 2. Hydrate and set the stage. The very first thing you do after getting out of bed, before your phone, before anything else, is drink a glass of water. You're naturally dehydrated after sleeping, and that first glass of water kickstarts your metabolism and tells your body, hey, we're up. While you're drinking that water, prepare your space. This isn't the workout, it's the trigger for the workout. You're making the cue obvious. If you do yoga, roll out your mat. If you do body weight exercises, just clear a little space on the floor. If you're a runner, simply put on your running shoes. That's it. This tiny action sends a huge signal to your brain. This is happening. It lowers the barrier to entry because your environment is now primed for action. Minutes 3 to 4. Mindful intention. Now that your space is ready, take just 2 minutes for a moment of mindfulness. You can sit on your mat or just stand where you are. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Don't stress about meditating perfectly. Just quiet the morning brain chatter for a second. Then, ask yourself one simple question. How will I feel after I move my body? Picture it, the feeling of accomplishment, the buzz of energy, the sense of pride. Connect with the reward, not the struggle. You're not trying to guilt trip yourself into exercising. You're reminding yourself of the amazing feeling you're chasing. This simple act of setting an intention fires up your brain's goal-setting center, giving it an edge in the daily fight against procrastination. Simple, enjoyable movement. This is the core physical part, but notice we're already 5 minutes in. The key for these 4 minutes is enjoyable movement. The goal is not to destroy yourself. It's to wake up your body and get some natural, mood-boosting endorphins flowing. Pick something that's genuinely easy and feels good. This could be gentle stretching, just exploring your body's range of motion. A few simple bodyweight squats or push-ups against a wall. Putting on your favorite song and just dancing. A short, guided sun salutation yoga flow. The only rule is this: it should feel good. You're building confidence and proving to yourself that movement can be a positive experience. You're not trying to burn 1,000 calories. You're creating a positive feedback loop. And don't dismiss the power of consistency. 10 minutes of movement a day is over 60 hours a year, a foundation that absolutely improves your health and builds momentum for more significant strength gains down the line. What's one movement you could actually enjoy doing for 4 minutes? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to see what you all come up with. Minutes 9 to 10. The 2-minute win and habit stacking. This right here is the secret sauce that rewires your brain. The final 2 minutes of this ritual aren't about more exercise. They're about using the momentum you just built. You're going to apply James Clear's 2-minute rule to the next thing on your list. Think about it. You've already won. You just completed your routine. You have a surge of fresh energy and a feeling of accomplishment. Now, pick the most important or most dreaded task on your to-do list for the day. Maybe it's starting a work project, making that phone call you've been avoiding, or tackling the messy kitchen. You're not going to do the whole thing. You're just going to do the first 2 minutes of it. If you're a writer, open the document and write just 1 paragraph. If you need to clean the kitchen, just clear and wipe down 1 single counter. If you have to study, open your book and read just 1 page. This works because it creates a gateway that pulls you down a productive path. You're teaching your brain a new and powerful pattern. Action leads to more action. You're proving to yourself that you are the kind of person who follows through. By starting your day with a small win, you create a massive psychological shift. You're no longer just someone who worked out for a few minutes. You're a productive person who is in control of their day. This technique is called habit stacking, and your 10-minute morning ritual is the anchor that sets off a domino effect of positive choices all day long. Overcoming common roadblocks. I can already hear the excuses bubbling up. Your inner critic is working overtime. So let's tackle the 2 most common roadblocks head on. Roadblock 1. But I'm just not a morning person. Join the club. So many people who swear by a morning routine, myself included, don't naturally identify as morning people. The secret is realizing this routine isn't for people who already have energy. A few minutes of morning movement boosts blood flow and focus more sustainably than a cup of coffee ever could. The trick is to start ridiculously small and set yourself up for success the night before. Lay out your clothes. Put a glass of water by your bed. Remove every possible point of friction. And try to wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, which improves sleep quality and makes waking up less painful over time. Don't try to go from an 8 a.m. wake up to 5 a.m. overnight. Just set your alarm 15 minutes earlier than usual and start there. Roadblock 2. What if I miss a day? I'll fall off track completely. This all-or-nothing thinking is the number one enemy of progress. The most important rule in habit formation is this: never miss twice. Missing one day is an accident. Missing 2 days is the start of a new, unwanted habit. Life is going to happen. You'll get sick, you'll travel, you'll sleep terribly. It's fine. If you miss a day, do not waste a single ounce of mental energy on guilt. Your only job is to show up the next day. The goal is not perfection, it's long-term consistency. You don't fail when you miss a day. You only fail when you give up. By forgiving yourself for the occasional slip-up and just getting back to it, you build resilience, which is way more valuable than a perfect, fragile streak. So, let's bring it all together. That cycle of procrastination you've been stuck in, it's not your fault. It's a biological battle between your brain's craving for instant gratification and your desire for long-term goals. With brute force willpower, you can win with strategy. This 10-minute morning habit is your secret weapon. It's not about a painful workout. It's about shrinking the barrier to entry so small it disappears, kicking off a cascade of positive momentum. You start with a glass of water. You move to mindful intention. You do a few minutes of movement you actually enjoy. And you finish by taking a tiny, 2-minute bite out of your next big task. When you do this, you're not just checking a box. You are fundamentally rewiring your brain. You're teaching it that action feels better than avoidance. You're proving to yourself that momentum is a force you can create and control. This small, 10-minute investment will pay you back all day with more energy, sharper focus, and a deep, genuine sense of accomplishment. So here is my challenge to you. Don't just agree with this idea. Try it. Commit to this 10-minute ritual for just 1 week. That's it. See how you feel. See if you aren't more energized, more motivated, and less likely to procrastinate in every area of your life. You have absolutely nothing to lose and a totally new relationship with your own potential to gain. You've got this.